Hello and welcome to In the Box Seat as we gear up for a big program on the Poly track on Saturday.
Looking forward to it. 9 races. Yep. We haven't seen 9 races here in a while, so we're excited to get them out there and to be on the Poly.
Yeah, obviously a lot of wet weather through southeast Queensland in the last, well, for some time now, but it just seems to be a constant pattern, particularly in the back half of the week, when we know we're going into race meetings. Unfortunately, the wet weather played havoc to the meeting at Bow Desert last week. Some big nominations, a lot of horses trying desperately to get starts in, so hence why we've got 9 on Saturday, and we'll definitely be racing here. The forecast is quite patchy Friday and Saturday, but should be no problems here on the Poly on Saturday with those 101 entries and pretty much capacity fields throughout the day. So good to see that they'll all get a chance to go around for good prize money here for that program. Some news, we touched upon Jace McMurray last week. He had 3 rides at Gatton. His first ride, the poor bugger, he lost his iron. The horse half red coming out of the gates and lost his iron. He then rode Marley Doon and his third ride was Avenue of Stars in the Laidley Cup, and he was able to partner it straight to the front. Never looked like losing for Johnny Field, and they pulled off a bit of a plan there. A couple of weeks ago, it was just a case of Jace getting the final tick of approval to get his licence to ride, and they were able to take the Laidley Cup on Saturday.
A great little Poly runner, Avenue of Stars, so we're happy to see the win there for Jace and for obviously Johnny Field as well. Yeah,
he was able to convert some of his good form to the grass on Saturday. So congratulations to Jace, great young kid, and we'll certainly be hearing more of him as his career progresses. Lee Freeman's team going well. Shodra was a good winner at Doomben yesterday on the back of a good first up run at Eagle Farm, and a winner at the Sunshine Coast last week as well. So that team ticking over well. I have to mention that the King was back in form in Brisbane yesterday. Loves the show.
He does.
Always watches King Callow. He had a quick trip to Oakbank as well. He rode there on Monday, Easter Monday, and then he came back here and rode a winner yesterday. So good to see the King back in form. Big news over the course of the weekend was the announcement of the retirement of Zaki, of course, the 3-time hero here at the Gold Coast Turf Club of the Hollandale Stakes. No horse has done it. Rough Habit tried and fell 1 short. He was a 2-time winner and ran second the third year that he was trying to do it. And it was all in readiness that he was likely to come to Queensland for a 4th tilt at the Hollandale plus a Doomben Cup. But unfortunately, he just wasn't meeting up to where Annabelle Neesham and the team wanted him to be at. So they've made the decision and retired him. It was a great piece on social media. It's one of the best sort of retirement packages I've seen of a horse. And I certainly know that Annabelle has got a fond place for that horse going forward, because it really did put her on the map.
Absolutely, and as it does for us as well here at the club. Very fond memories of Zaki here, and we're sad to see Zaki retire, but also excited with where the plans are for him in the future.
I was just going through some promos for the radio of the previous winners of the Hollandale, and the likes of Rough Habit, Might and Power, and Zaki will always be up there with them, and particularly for that feat of 3 wins, and I'm sure the club will do something special down the track for him.
I'm sure the bosses already have some plans in place of how we'll be able to honour Zaki here going forward.
Yes, that's Steve's very creative like that too.
Yes, he is. He likes to tell us all.
Yes. So a big weekend obviously in Sydney with the championships, with a lot of wet weather expected in Sydney. The Queensland Winter Carnival will have a lot of ramifications about what happens in Sydney over the course of the next week or so. The Queen Elizabeth due to be run next Saturday week, but how wet that track is this week for Doncaster Mile Day. They've tipped anywhere between 100 to 300 mil.
Wow.
So it's Sydney and it rains, as Navesh will tell you. Doncaster week is when it literally just floods down, as he so often had to put up with it Randwick for a number of years. So from my tip in the Doncaster, Celestial Legend in the big race on Saturday, bit of Magic Millions form floating about in the Doncaster
I
Mile?
think I'm going to tip Lady Laguna. So looking at that Summer Carnival form, that win in the Magic Millions Fillies and Mares. So I'm going to back, the Gold Coaster. Well, not the Gold Coaster, but the Gold Coast win.
It'd be nice tonic for Annabelle Neesham after losing Zaki Samana, who won the Magic Millions Cups, also in the Doncaster Mile on Saturday. So looking forward to that, but certainly all eyes on the weather. Some club news.
Yes, we are launch members and mates, as we mentioned on the show.
I don't know why I yelled that, but anyway.
It's very exciting. We launched Members and Mates, as we mentioned on the show last week. So that is now online. So members, get your tickets. It's an incredible day on June 29th, 185 for yourself plus your guests. So we like to say your members free and bring along your guests for $185 and any additional guests there for $125. So get along to that. It's a great day. We've got lots in store for it and it's going to be spectacular.
And of course, with those big races on Saturday, and even if it is raining, where else to spend your race day experience here?
Then here in the Tab Auditorium. Absolutely. It's the place to be on race day. We love it, and on a rainy day especially.
Do you get $1 each time you say the place to be?
Oh, I think so. I think I need to start taking a clip. I need to trademark it.
A commission. Let's have a look. Let's find a winner. Speaking of money.
Oh, well, before we speak about our tips, let's talk about your multi from last weekend. You got up, and it's actually 2 weeks in a row for you. So you have to be following Mitch's multis if you are a member and you get those texts every Friday. Follow Mitch's multis, and also while you're at it, follow the Tab Bets Friends Gold Coast Turf Club channel to see even more.
As they say, every squirrel finds a nut.
You're the squirrel.
Yes.
Let's talk about tips for this weekend, okay?
I probably sound like a nut sometimes, but anyway, yep.
Who have I gone for? I've gone for She's a Ferrari. It won a trial at Doomben a few weeks ago, so was looking at the form, and I also love that name, She's a Ferrari. So that's who I'm backing.
Race 6, number 12, Kelly Sweeter, She's a Ferrari. I think Fiddler on the Roof can win the first. She's been a long time maiden, 19 starts, but has been going particularly well without much luck of late. Deserves a win. Jay Bellamy's team going terrific as well. So race 1, number 6, Fiddler on the Roof. And that multi will be online for members around lunchtime tomorrow after we record it. I'll hit the form, hit the books tonight.
Hit the books and get them all ready. Find some more winners for the members.
It's the most study I ever did. This form guide.
The 2 weeks in a row. You've got to keep it up. We've got to go for 3.
It shows. Okay. That's the In the Box Seat edition for this week. We're back next week. Once again, we'll be on the Poly. Hopefully not too wet over the weekend. What are you up to?
I'll be here. I'll be here.
A rare appearance. We'll see you on Saturday here from the Gold Coast Turf Club.